let us now play the national anthem. Please rise for the national anthem. Thank you, Manpreet. Thank you. So, before we start with the actual talk, I have a few announcements from Rotary Club of Mulund. Manpreet, do you have any announcement from Ghatkopar Club?
None from our side.
Acha. So from our side, let me first give some announcements. Tomorrow we have a project known as Annapurna. There will be feeding about 150 adults in the morning and 150 in the evening, and this will continue for 10 days. So totally, our plan is to feed 3,000 people in these 10 days. It will be done at the outside Prasad Nursing Home near Pachasta, along with Happy Fridge. Happy Fridge is an organization which has been doing this for a long time. So we are partnering with them to do the thing, and so this will continue for 10 days. So tomorrow at 12 o'clock is the first day. I request as many members as can come. Please come and join the inauguration of the project tomorrow at 12 o'clock outside Prasad Nursing Home. I'm sure all of you know the place. Second announcement is Dr. Jayant Kulkarni has been invited to serve as a zonal coordination, Rotary India's COVID vaccination task force. He will be looking after RI districts 3030, 3141, 3142. So big congratulations to Dr. Jayant Kulkarni. Second, I'd like to talk about two books which have been written by eminent personalities from our club. One is this book. I think you may not be able to see it. It is the name of the book is Songs for Leadership. It has been written by PRID Ashok Mahajan, and it is a book on leadership, about various aspects of leadership, and is written on all the aspects of leadership, and it's a very good book, and I'm sure it's a collector's item. So if anyone wants it, you can contact me, or you can contact directly contact Dr. PRID Ashok Mahajan. A second book has been written by PDG Madhukar Dedarji. Again, this book, the name is My Golden Voyage with Rotary, 50 years in Rotary. So this is also a book which is very well written. It contains many of his speeches in these last 50 years. It contains his impression about Rotary, and quite a lot about Rotary information is there in this. So these two books I have been lucky to have I have got them from the authors themselves. That is the advantage of being the president. So anyone else who wants them can please write to the authors and get it from them directly, or inform me. I will also try and get it for you. So that is all from my side. With this, I would request Manpreet to please introduce our speaker, Dr. Sukanya Iyer.
Thank you, Chief. I welcome everybody today to this meeting from the side of Rotary Club of Mumbai Ghatkopar. it is going to be a very interesting session today. And a little few words about our today's speaker, Dr. Sukanya Iyer. She is one of the chief mentors of BYST, which is India's Mentor Development Program under Mentoring India, which is a part of the CII, and she has been mentoring for more than 20 years, especially women entrepreneurs. She has also been one of the leading social entrepreneurs of her area. She's been residing in Powai. She's been working with Rotary Club of Powai. She's been assisting during the COVID, and she has achieved a lot in the last 30 years of her life, where she completed her PhD. She has also been supporting a lot of initiatives for rural entrepreneurships. She has been mentoring throughout the country people who have had their ideas converted into reality, gone from concept to product, and not only that, even converted them into commercial products. I welcome you, Dr. Sukanya, to today's sessions. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Vanpreet. Thank you, everyone. Gives me immense pleasure to be part of your amongst all these Rotarians. As you all know, the topic for today's session is women entrepreneurship. I always start my sessions, webinar sessions or any other sessions, always with a quote from the greatest thinkers of our times, of our nation, Swami Vivekananda ji. There is no chance for the welfare of any nation or of any country of the world unless and until the condition of women is improved. It is not possible for a bird to fly on only one wing. On this quote and on this note, also to take it further, as Mahatma Gandhi said, women not the weaker sex. So I stand in reverence to the industry, the women of this great nation, their endless sacrifices, their bravery, and to kindle the spirit of motherhood. Today, I'll throw some insights on women entrepreneurship and my platform where I come from, Bharati Yuva Shakti Trust. And it is a mentoring platform, especially for underprivileged Indian youth. They do not have an MBA degree by virtue of education, but by default, they want to start an enterprise. Here I come as a mediator or as a mentor, or as a coordinator to upscale the platform to start their own enterprises. So I'll throw some insights on that particular aspect too. Before I get into the details of my platform of BYST, some facts on the data about our women entrepreneurs of our nation. Recognizing the two driving forces, one that of a motherhood beyond and all bounds and boundaries, and another of unending creative cooperation, I feel, which captures the spirit of women entrepreneurs, and Atmanirbharta, a clarion call, a prophetic call given by our Prime Minister. These two things hold key aspect or key to improve our current situation and also coexist with the modern day commerce. The women of our proud nation, stand tall even today in these crises, in these unprecedented times that has brought with it the global COVID crisis, the turbulent economies, closed boundaries, environmental impact of the global warming, and the termite rotting the status quo of nations with ever increasing ideological differences. It is in these tough times, friends, that I find that the spirit of entrepreneurship outshines the bleak, dark clouds and presents us to all of us the novel opportunities, a silver lining. When an unprecedented lockdown spanning throughout our nation, the future was very uncertain for every one of us. Nari Shakti took the bull by its horn and ensured the well-being of its native 1.4 billion souls as best as it could be. Not all soldiers, wear a uniform, and these fighters most certainly are very much commendable. The times going forward would demand more from these entrepreneurs to help out the nation to put back on its feet, to create indigenous products and also employment opportunities and set our motherland free for its renewed flight and also for the world. I call these women entrepreneurs as they are someone who use their craft, knowledge, and also fulfill a motive in most efficient, effective, and also calibrated approach. An entrepreneur never has the liberty to be a pessimist. These women have the potential but need a lot of guidance on time-to-time basis, frequent intervals of the digital world to equip themselves and to adapt to the global economy our motherland is set to become. Knowledge transfer, the global think tanks, universities to these rural clusters can unlock that immense potential and set us apart in the world. Some of the measures, where I come from, BYST, and other platform is Niti Aayog. You have Women Economic, Forum of Niti Aayog, where you can register yourself, log in, and a lot of women mentors are there in that particular platform too. I would like to throw some stats, some data. For reference, 73,155 accounts belongs to women. What accounts? I will come to that. While rupees 16712.72 crore has been sanctioned under the Stand Up India scheme for women. Out of these sanctioned women, sanction amount, rupees 9106.13 crore has been disbursed for setting up of greenfield enterprises. According to the statement, these are all the sources from the ministry. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, which was launched duly in April 2014, out of which rupees 22.53 crore loans have been sanctioned till January 31st, 2020. More than rupees 15.75 crore loans have been extended exclusively to women folk. Women force, which contribute immensely to the GDP of our Indian economy. 70% of the total borrowers. The scheme also intends to give up to rupees 10 lakh loans, the non-corporate, non-farm, small and micro enterprises called as, or rather classified as Mudra loans, which is being given by commercial banks, regional RRBs, regional rural banks, small finance banks, microfinance institutions, and non-banking financial institutions. With these, I think when our untapped, I should also focus on rural clusters. Rural potential would be coupled with urban ways of adapting to technology, digitization. The resulting transfer of knowledge rather will create a movement of prosperity and growth. I would like to give 3 C's: collaborate, co-create, and coexist is the sutra. We will make in India and also for the entire world. With these, insights, I will also say there are a lot of schemes, from the government side. But where we lacked, women entrepreneurs, that I also would like to do a SWOT analysis. The strengths are that we have better access today to education. Family support is improved immensely. Then to those social taboos which she was entrenched into. Opportunities, financial aid from various institutions, and many policies benefiting for them. But is that so? There are also weaknesses and also threats. Lack of confidence, lower digital or the technical knowledge, gender-related issues, threats, well-established large organizations, and also work-home conflicts, so she has to balance. So with all these insights, I will also throw some of the schemes, from the Government of India, since I'm part of the governmental machinery. So you must all be knowing all these initiatives like Beti Bachao, Stand Up, Mudra, as I was telling. There's one more component called TREAT, Trade Related Entrepreneurship Assistance and Development. All these schemes are available on the website of our government. You can all download Narendra Modi app, and you can be in touch with all these schemes, the Prime Minister, directly on day-to-day basis. So with these insights, I'll give some case studies. The case studies is that where I come from, Bharati Yuva Shakti Trust, way back 2003, and at that time I had just started going to the YST, and also I was a part-time lecturer in ICFI, teaching for MBA students in Hyderabad. I started mentoring for a woman called Sharada, who had started a catering service. Later on into catering service, the initial days she had put up she was a street vendor outside the MBA college, the ICFI college, where I was teaching. Since I was part of BYST, Bharati Yuva Shakti Trust, we tapped the potential of underprivileged Indian. She was very young. And our college boys and girls, while going inside the campus, they used to buy, because since Hyderabad is part of South India, the staple breakfast in the morning is idli and dosa. So they used to buy idli and dosa from her. And those days, I'm talking 2003, so 10 rupees per plate or 15 rupees, distillery water with a nominal amount she was selling. And I could see that, a lot of boys and girls, approached her because they're all staying in the hostel and away from the family, or the boys and girls coming from their homes also for the lunch or something. Since I spotted her talent, I took her to BYST office. I asked her the background. She was coming from the downtrodden section society, no help from her, parents, and also from her in-laws' side. But she had to support her family because she had a husband who was a drunkard. And with these storyline, I had taken her to the BYST office in Hyderabad, which was near to my college. Then approached. Then on her behalf, I submitted a project report that I will help her in upscaling her project to become a caterer or whatever it is in each and every stage. I took her inside the college canteen because already there was an established canteen. Her name was Sharada. I told the canteen wala that she has to be given a place, a corner, and can she be given a place? She's a struggling person. Fortunately, he agreed, and there was a corner being given. And step by step, she improved. And after a year or a month of my mentoring at each and every stage, because we also gave loans to her and also make it a point that she also pays duly to BOB or any other banks that we had referred to, which I was acting as a mediator. After a year, believe it or not, must be her strengths, her capabilities, her inherent skills, that she moved out of the college campus. She had one bedroom nearby. Those days, the rents were nominal. From the amount that she got, she had a one room near to the place. She had her own gas stove. She also had an assistant, and by doing this, every step, electricity was a major issue. The owner of that particular house said there is no need to bother since she is doing pretty well. I will not ask her to pay the electricity bill. So each and every stage today, I proudly say, after 15 or plus 16 years, she has got franchisee throughout Hyderabad as Sharda Catering Services. During the pandemic, Swiggy had used her services, and she had catered the whole. She was feeding the entire Hyderabad city. So this is the way women have to be assisted, funding, financial assistance, digital know-how, technological upgradation, each and every step. Here is our platform, Bharati Yuva Shakti Trust, which is an affiliation, which is a wing of Confederation of Indian Industry, where we give a lot of impetus to women entrepreneurship as well as to all the underprivileged Indian youth. One more case study which I would like to say that during this pandemic is that where I reside, where I come from, Hiranandani Gardens, Powai region, is that a college girl, she just finished a graduation in the month of 9 months back, and she did get the month of Jan or February, she did get a white collar job, but she refused. She plunged into organic veggies. It's called as Prakritik vegetables, Prakritik veggies, organic farming. And in the month of March, April, we were all under lockdown. And essential services were allowed, vegetables and fruits, vendors were allowed, allowed to sell their produce and their stocks. Here comes, her name is Dharmishta, all of 22 or 23. She called me, a lot of panic. She said, I left my job and what am I going to do in this lockdown? I said, lockdown is a lockdown, definitely. Challenges ought to be converted into opportunities. This is God's given opportunity. You can do a lot of wonders. So I asked her to supply to our building. On every Thursday, she floats Google form. I place the order. By Saturday or Sunday, she sources the produce directly from the farmers, Latur, Satara, Nashik. Directly, they come to our doorstep, contactless delivery during those days. Because I needed that only, because I can't go out to the supermarket because of my situation, the present situation also, and also I voluntarily decided not to venture out because of COVID. So this was the situation, and she was given an e-pass because for essentials, a lot of challenges, the logistics, supply chain. She overcame every month, and sometimes the produce didn't come, but whenever it didn't come to us, she immediately sent a message. I floated it. I sent through word of mouth. I spread it across the WhatsApp group. Since I am from social media also platform, I belong to social media platform also. I circulated her business on the social media also. She made it possible that if she's not able to deliver, she used to source it out to someone else, and then she used to give it to us. One thing I had always advised was to maintain the quality of the product. If I find the veggies or not, rotten or something, the quality, she says, please send me the photos, send me the pictures, I will deduct the amount. So that is the way, I had mentored her, and every stage, each and every stage, today, I feel very proud, all of 23-year-old. There are 16,000 residents in Hiranandani Gardens in Powai. She's not only supplying to Hiranandani, she's supplying to JVLR Oberoi and also Goregaon and to other parts of Mumbai. If there's a will, there's a way. अगर हिंदुस्तानी नारी ठान लेती है, वो सक्षम है, अगर वो ठान लेती है कुछ करने को, कोई उसे रोक नहीं सकता है. So these were the examples. Since I am also associated with the government machinery, I was part of a lot of self-help groups, Mahalakshmi Bachat Ghat. These self-help groups, they do not have any education. They're all from downtrodden section society. With their available time, after they send their children to schools, I'm talking about the pre-COVID era. They used to, I've been doing this for the last 6 years. I will give throw some insights on this particular aspect also. And I had guided them, made them to a self-help group. They had started sanitary pads manufacturing, eco-friendly sanitary pads, no single use of plastic, and they had their own sanitizing machines. I used to visit every now and then pre-COVID era, but came the lockdown, stuck the lockdown. Before that, I used to ask these Maharashtra Bachat Gat, which was a yesteryear Fadnavis government's initiative, and they were part of that, and now it continues. How are you able to manage? Because आपको घर भी चलाना पड़ता है, घर में भी काम रहता है. आप लोगों को कैसे, मैडम जी, अगर थोड़ा इधर आके कुछ कर लेंगे तो ये आमदनी एक और एक्स्ट्रा इनकम हो जाएगा हमारे लिए, बच्चों के फीस के लिए हो जाएगा या सब्जी भाजी खरीदने के लिए हो जाएगा. So there are 10 to 12 ladies who are involved into this. Came the lockdown. The garage was, they were, doing that. Those owners, they said you have to vacate. Got a call in the month of April first week that we have to vacate the garage. I did tell them, yes, it's okay. You don't have to, bother. Don't have to take things to heart. You're all doing very well. Can you all maintain social distance? Can you all do it in one home, like in your, friend's home or nearby? Because fortunately, all these 10 to 12 ladies were staying in, nearby places in IIT Powai. So those people, they decided they will come and assemble after Ghar Ka Sara Kaam Khatam Karke. They assembled in one place with masks on, and they started manufacturing sanitary pads. Even lockdown couldn't, take the spirit away. Not only that, there were also orders poured them for towards mask making. I decided from my building and other buildings of Hiranandani, we gave them enough clothes, with unused clothes or whatever the unwanted clothes that you have, gave them, and they washed, duly sanitized, they started preparing. Last month, I gave them a corporate order. I put all these things on my social media platform. They got a corporate order of 1 lakh. And now they are doing on a full-fledged basis, on full swing near IIT Powai. And recently, DMC has allotted a space in Mayfair complex, a 1-bedroom apartment exclusively for these two Mahalakshmi Bachat Card people to have electricity is being given free. They can use any machines. Now they have started. So this is the way a woman has to be encouraged, and each and every step she has to be encouraged. I feel, she's entrenched into social taboos, especially lack of family support, financial assistance, funding assistance. Here I come as a mentor from Bharati Yuva Shakti Trust for last, 20 odd years that I have traveled throughout India, and I have mentored more than, 1,000 plus entrepreneurs from various backgrounds. They're all settled. One of them, to start with my early days, was a young boy, 2004. He wanted to start a cycle shop. Again, I'm taking you all back to flashback to where he was just a 10th dropout, not able to afford to study further. I had gone to the field. I had gone to visit his shop, roadside shop, in 2004. Took him to the BYST office, gave him all the advice, gave him some amount, and started a small, resource. We looked out for a place, gave him a small shop, a cycle shop, जिसमें वो अपना पंचर या टायर को बदलना या कोई भी, and hiring, like you have now Lulu cycles in Hiranandani, where nowadays you can scan and do it, but those days you can hire a cycle for 1 hour, you pay some 10 rupees or 15 rupees. We used to do that. We gave them 2 cycles from our office, Today, after 20 long odd years, he is the exporter of cycles, and also he Firefox, like the Fox cycles, like those brand. He's part of that franchising, and people have moved. There's an upwards trajectory in their life. They have moved from from the lowest level, lowest strata, to whatever with their limited means or whatever the strengths they had analyzed. As a mentor, I had upscaled at each and every step their potentialities, latent talents inherent inside them, honed their skill sets, and these are some of the some of my thought process that I had shared my experiences, my expertise, and my limited knowledge that I used to give them now and then. I always used to tell them that in life, never ever get bothered about the challenges, but try to find out the solutions. The way you find out the solutions, खुद ब खुद रास्ते आपको दिखाई देंगे. So in this pandemic also, lot of that from Mahalakshmi Bachat Gat, which I was referring to, the sanitary pads. One of the ladies had also started with whatever the amount that she has got. She had invested, and she started from home a cake shop, like bakery sort of thing. She started baking cake. Now she has a shop, a small shop, and she uses only organic products, wheat, flour, all those products. And she used me. I had floated a word to my WhatsApp contacts and other people that please use her. And I always gave them a very important advice, key advice: maintain the quality, whatever it is. Maintain the quality of the product. कुछ भूल चूक होती है, to tell them, accept it very honestly. Integrity is key. Ethics, business ethics are very important. I always maintain that. And with that intent, she started. Now she has also started day before yesterday. Manoj Kotak, the MP from I think Ghatkopar area, had presented me an award for Corona Yodha Award on me, because I had indulged in a lot of volunteering activities along with Rotary people also, and along with RSS volunteers. And from my own side, I did a little bit for in these days, in these unprecedented times during the lockdown. So this is the way women has to be encouraged at each and every step, frequent intervals. Rural clusters, women also have to be encouraged in this way. I think the Rotarians have, we've all been doing a wonderful job, great job. Can use our platform or women entrepreneurs, forum of Niti Aayog, float a word. You can come to us. You can access bystonline.org anytime. I'm always there to guide anyone starting and wants to start. By default, they want to start an enterprise, reap the harvest. And here I am with my limited knowledge. I could present my insights on these. And what COVID has taught us is that never ever let our spirits down. That is the one thing that we have to. Indeed, there is always at the end of the dark tunnel, there's always a light. With these Naya Bharat, Nayi Umeed, Naya Din, Nayi Umeed. So with these words, I think these were my experiences, and I'll continue to serve the underprivileged. It gives me a lot of immense satisfaction, soul satisfying. Most importantly, it satisfies your soul. So that is how I do it. Every day is a challenge for me. Every day I have a new case coming up. Sometimes I go to the field, sometimes I see their conditions, but I see a passion to do. That passion has to be, that when you see that passion, I request every one of you to encourage, especially for women, and they can do wonders. They can, they are key contributors, female workforce, they are key contributors for our GDP towards the Indian economy. And also, they will make our nation move towards Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Thank you. These words I wind up, and we can have an interactive session. Anything we can discuss, more than being a monologue. I feel there's always a dialogue. An interactive session is a must. Thank you, Manpreet.
Thank you, Dr. Sukanya. Thank you very much for this talk. If I would open the session to everyone, if anyone wants to ask questions, then please go ahead. Any doubts, anything you want to ask, anything, then please do.
Anyone, anytime you can all, approach us, any one of your, most importantly, I also would like to stress that you can all float a word for Ayushman Bharat Yojana, to your drivers, to your carpenters, to ask them to approach their local representatives and avail the insurance scheme and have the card, so that in these times it will be of great help. They can reap the benefits out of that scheme and out of that card. There are a lot of schemes. Request every one of you to go through pib.in or go through all these for one-stop shop Narendra Modi app. You can all be in touch with our Prime Minister directly on day-to-day basis. As you all know that he always believes in, there are two words, connect and connectivity. These two are the buzzwords which are being created by this government, the present day establishment. So as citizens, you all can use this platform and you all can, upload your thought process in that platform, and you will all get answers. Prime Minister, sometimes his team sees, you never know, your thought process will also be respected. Your suggestions will also be involved, implemented. Many of them have been done. As we move towards, as nation moves towards Atmanirbharta, and your suggestions, your thought process will help us, will empower this nation more. And not only that, only that the government has to implement the schemes. From your side also, you also come and with your thought process. All of you can do that.
Agarwalji, you are on mute.
Manpreet, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Dr. Sukanya. I'm Major Priyanka here. We spoke earlier. I think Manpreet had given my contact. So I'm into solar power solutions. We do the solar power projects. Now, ours is an all-women company. We are 3 partners who happen to be my schoolmates also. So one of the challenges that I realized is primarily for women is, especially if you're in a technology sector, is that whenever you are a startup and you are eyeing for a big project or any kind of even into manufacturing, so there are established players. So it gets very difficult to make your way or get that project. We have where the big brands competing against you. So is there a solution or any you can say guidance, anything which the government is doing to address this, and also as a mentor, if you can just advise us?
You're on mute.
Ma'am, you are on mute.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
See, as I said, my platform is always there. Even I can say that We have opened the platform for now. BYST has opened to every woman. Okay, not only for underprivileged. I have started, yes, day before yesterday, as you suggested, as you said, all women company. There's a startup, from Pune, where I've just mentored her, and she's just started in this lockdown, and she is doing pretty well. There are challenges. I have told you there are, when you start any enterprise, it is government, like Niti Aayog's platform, as I said, women entrepreneurs platform. You can all go into that site and you can log in. You can approach me. We have opened our our firm for all the women. Rural clusters, we are encouraging more. We are asking our nodal officers, district officers, Zilla, all those Zilla, district, everything, the nodal officers, they can approach them with whatever the grievances they have, and it can be addressed, whether it is loan amount or recovery amount, or whether it is technology or any other. And most importantly, we have started one important platform that I head now is training the mentors. We also train the women, we see their skill sets, and we also, that is basically skill, Pradhan Mantri Skill Yojana. We had that Yojana also. When you face such challenges, yes, you can always, we are there to mentor. As I said, when those people, that Sharda catering service, which she was, very difficult. Once upon a time, that she was not able to pay the amount. There were field recovery agents. They had gone to a place and they said they were going to stop the loan. So at that time, with the inventory that she had to repay the loan. All these challenges, not only loans or, for the raw materials that she had to show the bank account. She said, I was not able to sell my produce or sell my products. So what to do? So I, on behalf of these two, the banks, and also on behalf of Menti, told them that, within a month or two, with our guidance, proper guidance, she will be able to do it, and she will be able to give back the loan. Let the recovery agents not go to her place, and I guarantee on her behalf. So 2-3 months or 4 months, down the line, continuous, monitoring, and where she has gone wrong, whether the quality of the product is not maintained, the raw materials that she is buying, sourcing out is not up to mark, or whether the timing is not correct, whether she's moved away from the college, or she's not what is that market accessibility is not there. So a lot of research. So market research we did, and I had given her time to time basis, to upscale her firms. Every firms movement, from every stage, every step. So then I found out, the basic problem was that she was just inside the campus. Now she moved out of the campus. A lot of students were not able to come. So what she decided is that she had got a bike, TVS ka moped. She got everything done, एक container में, एक different carrier में रख के, वो सारा she had transport. So she herself took that, and she came and she delivered it in the college. So that is how transport ka issues hai. What are the mobility issues? What are the issues that you have to find out? Find out do an analysis. Always do a SWOT analysis at initial stage itself. I said strengths, weakness. We always have to ponder about and work on those strengths and weaknesses, and then see what exactly, where are the areas. Those KRAs, you have to just check it out and then find out and just check what this can be done. You can also be a mentor, and also keep, most importantly, you ought to train them on the latest training, like latest digital technology. Everyone, they now have Paytm, UPI, they need to be aware of the UPI interface. Whether it is Paytm, even flower vendor has, the fruit vendor has, vegetable vendor has. So everyone should be aware of the latest technology, the latest know-how in your field. Where they have gone wrong, you have to analyze, do a research, and you'll find out those solutions. And my platform is always there to help even people like you, and even to the educated class, and also to the rural clusters, underprivileged, and also the privileged, and for the young entrepreneurs. We have segregated into like block entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, rural clusters, and the urban women. So we have divided, and we accordingly mentor those women accordingly. And we find a lot of women, they have different issues. They have psychological issues, they have other issues, lack of training. Most importantly is lack of training, and also the willingness to take challenge, willingness to take a risk in life. That has to be there. That's inborn, but it all overcome, including me, including myself. I had overcome after 20 odd years. Why? Because we also evolve ourselves. When we mentor others, we also evolve ourselves with a lot of our mistakes. We also overcome, and then we evolve ourselves. I'm sure you will do it as all women, and Nari Shakti can do anything.
Thank you, ma'am. Rotarian Prakash Keswani has a question, sir. Please unmute yourself.
You can approach me anytime.
Sure.
You see, you are talking about small scale. The government wants to encourage small scale. But earlier there was a 14% excise duty on big companies. So small scale had an advantage of 14%. Now that advantage is gone, same GST is applicable to small scale also. And big companies have automation, and they buy in bulk, they get cheaper raw materials. So how small scale will come up? The Prime Minister is talking about helping a small scale, but what kind of help is being given? It's difficult to understand. The advantage which small scale had is gone.
Yes, manufacturing is hit, no doubt.
Yes. So how can you say that you are helping small scale?
No,
you are not helping. You are helping big companies.
That's always a narrative which are all which we are all which we're all forced upon. But yes, I accept that there are issues. I will not say that there are no issues, but I will not say there were no issues.
But it's a common sense.
Yes.
It's a common sense.
Keswani ji, topic today is women entrepreneurship.
Okay, it's for women entrepreneurship also.
Yes,
they are in small scale. All of them are in small scale.
Yes, I do understand. I completely see. There is our 50,000 crore that we gave for MSMEs have been disbursed, and through direct benefit transfer, whether you accept it or not, it has reached to the small scale entrepreneurs also. From my side, from my platform, whatever best I can do, yes, I am doing it. Manufacturing is hit. You all must be knowing about our Minister Nitin Gadkari. He needs no introduction, but having said all those issues that you were talking about, these unprecedented times, it has taken a hit. Manufacturing has taken a hit. Again, we are moving towards our roots, agricultural economy, but that also in agricultural sector also there are small scale industries, which is our backbone. And over the coming years, those industries, like as you voiced it out, and a lot of funds have been disbursed newly. It is, and you will not accept it, but it takes some time. Not this quarter, but I think
there's no need of giving any money if you give them some advantage in against big companies. Otherwise, small scale will disappear.
Yes, I understand. I will take this suggestion. I will just incorporate the suggestions. There's one site called champions.nic.in. It is a MSME portal. And all your suggestions, this I will take this forward, the suggestion. And we have all been working on this, and this is an issue. I accept this issue. I will not counter this issue. I will accept and I will say that there are better days ahead. And with these, we're also looking into those challenges. The funds are issues, but with a positive sentiment, with a positive approach, we'll have to move on.
I find we are competing with multinationals. They are having advantage now against us.
It depends. Yesterday I don't want to go into all those into details about those. When we say about multinationals, or let us take, yesterday there were issues about industrialists, about you all are aware about farm laws. They were all, a narrative was said that these big corporates, they have taken our land. So there's nothing called land, agricultural land in those states have been taken. They were not involved into those contract farming also. But there was an open statement put. These small scale industries, they are most hit. I have to accept it, and I will accept it wholeheartedly. But the government is working. By next quarter, you will see there is, all these MSMEs, they're going to bounce back. This is because more schemes are being are jotted down. More in the coming, especially in the budget session, you will find a lot of changes. And I assure you that the present establishment, give them some time. They have to face a lot of challenges. They're entrenched. They're engulfed in a lot of issues. Give them a chance. And definitely, with all your suggestions, I will take it forward to the ministry. And this shall be incorporated. This will be looked into, but the coming months you will see a lot of changes. MSMEs will bounce back.
I feel they should have a lower GST because now GST is also increasing, so they can have the opportunity to reduce the GST on small scale.
This will also be taken into consideration.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Anyone has any more questions? Any more questions? Anyone? Okay, I think we are done with the questions. Thank you, Dr. Sukanya Iyer. It was a very nice session, interesting session, and quite an informative session. Your talk on Nari Shakti was indeed very good. And your case studies were really eye-openers, that with a little support and with its mentoring, how a person with nothing could achieve so much, especially the Sharda catering services which you first mentioned. It was really an eye-opener with mentoring. Otherwise, she may not still be there only selling the same, doing the same.
On the street.
You're doing a lot of good work, and I really appreciate that.
Yes.
And thank you so much for coming here today and talking to us and enlightening us.
I hope something I could throw light. All anyone has got any issues, I think Manpreet, you can give them my email IDs. They can all be in touch. Now and then, I'm very active on social media. I always have a Twitter conference. I'm always active on any of the platforms. The Facebook, you can put this thing, or in WhatsApp. Please give them my contact numbers.
You have got a website, right? With the website,
yes,
you
I have
said.
a website. You can also everything A to Z, one-stop shop. My website is, and
Could you put the website name on the chat?
SukanyaTalks.in.
Okay.
All these suggestions, I think, when Manpreet is also part of it, we'll work it together, and these suggestions will be taken forward. And rest assured, you will see a lot of changes in very humbling way in the next coming months. You will see a lot of changes. Also, duly, it will be presented in the budget session, hopefully with a lot of positive sentiments.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I think with this we will end today's session. And thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you Manpreet for arranging everything. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you Dr. Sukanya Iyer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Rajesh, thank you. It's a pleasure always to have joint meetings. I think we should have this more often.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you for everybody from Mulund Club and Ghatkopar Club for joining us today. Thank you so much.
Okay.